Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jim and we are not in a truck today. We're not in a truck for a while. We're on vacation. And today is the first day of our trip to Alaska. I'm currently on my way to Miami where I will meet up with my daughter and we will fly from there up to Alaska tomorrow. So today's just a quick little hop down to Miami, meet up with her. We're at the Atlanta airport right now. Heading out to the concourse. We've already checked in, gone through all that rigmarole, and should be a smooth flight. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Well, we made it to the first stop here at my daughter's apartment in, I don't know where, I don't know this area very well. Biscayne Bay, maybe, something like that. Some watery bottle, some body of water over there. It's not the ocean though, it's some bay. I don't really know Miami too much. I've been here a few times before in my past life as a crypto guru and as an IT guy. I think I've even made one delivery here as a truck driver, but it has been a while. Well, we're here. We're gonna go out to dinner here in a little bit. Get some grub because we got an early morning tomorrow and off to Alaska. Check out that bacon. That looks tasty.
Good.
By the way, say hi, B.
Hi.
That's her boyfriend, Vince. Steak's here.
So cool. Of course, we gotta take pictures before eating.
Phone eats before.
Hi.
Well, good morning, everybody. Today is the day. We are about to board that little plane right there and head on up to Seattle, which is where we will be catching our connecting flight to Alaska, to Ketchikan. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ketchikan, I think is what it is. But actually this flight was delayed, so we had to reschedule our connecting flight because we weren't going to get there in time. This flight with the delay will arrive at 3:38, and our boarding time was 3:40. I don't think that's doable. So, got that sorted out, and so we are just kind of hanging out here in the Fort Lauderdale airport, waiting to board. I'll see you soon. Bye. The place that's right back there.
Yeah, but where do they sell?
Probably meat. Stuff that you would make on a skillet.
Isn't that what you mean?
That is exactly what I mean, but it doesn't mean that's the only place that has that.
Come here. Eating wings. Look, y'all.
So we can get on an Uber to get to the hotel. But yeah, we're here in Ketchikan, Alaska.
Are there any taxis out here? Like, how does this work?
We are stuck waiting on the ride from the hotel because there were no Ubers available.
This is not a big town. This is a really why would there be Ubers?
But I was able to finally get a hold of somebody, and they're sending a cab for us. There's a waiting area. It's actually kind of nice, but
It is actually nice.
it's a neat place.
We made it! We made it to the room!
We have ourselves an old hotel. You can tell by the radiating. But
I mean, it has a TV. Not a smart TV, but I'll be back on.
it's comfy. It's comfy. Up the third flight of stairs. Up the third flight of stairs, and there's no elevator, and the girl does not know how to pack light. But we made it. So it's only 8:45 here, but it's after midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. back east where we started the day. So
I feel like I need to take my head.
but so yeah, it's been a long day. I'm ready for some rest. That's the front desk of the hotel. Yep.
Look at the mural. That's what I'm looking at.
Right there is where we stay.
And that's the work we do.
Yep.
So cool.
I don't know why you haven't put your sweatshirt on yet. Because you are insane.
You guys got a lighter?
I don't. Sorry. Oh, we got the green light across. B. We're going right there to the visitor center, right? Oh.
I don't think so. I know we're going to 131 front. Oh, you're right. We have a stop. We could cross up there. It's
Yes.
okay. Yeah, it's the visitor center. How do you know that?
I took a wild guess.
See, I'm smart. I booked everything close. I knew we were not going to be able to get around that easily unless we rented a car. But we're at places for such short time. I was like, we're not renting a car anywhere.
Yeah.
Plus, I didn't see any car rental places in that airport.
School bus.
Alright, these people are dramatic. You do not need all TikTok.
225-5544. That's the taxi company's number.
Can we cross? Can someone let us cross?
Two ways to use the weight bow, and the most important thing is you never let go the part without the buckle, because if not the weights can slide. So it's this technique. When you hold it like that, you pass both of your legs over and you just put it on top of your legs. Just like that you can release, and you can see it's always holding. You can pass it and tight it. Be sure that thing will go down, or you can just basically hold it like that, pass it to the side. Pretty much.
So what are we doing, B?
We're going snorkeling officially. Look how pretty it is.
In Alaska. And it's, what's the weather out right now? It's about
Really
50
cold.
degrees.
50
Oops.
degrees.
This is our snorkel site today. We got our super low tide, so everything should be real shallow, as you can see. We got a lot of rocks sticking out here, so this is kind of a map of what we're going to do. We'll swim around these rocks here, kind of meet in the shallow side of the shore. We'll be stopping periodically to show you guys some animals, so we're going to stop inside there. We'll stop at those rocks over there, swim outside, and loop back around to where we started here. We're going to avoid today that tower over there and this tower over here. They're boat launches. There will be boats driving by that area, so we do not want to be swimming there. Some hand signals for you guys in the water. If you guys are okay, we're going to be asking you like this, are you okay? So just give us one of these back, I'm okay. If you guys are not okay, you can wave at us, holler at us, 2 hands up, help me, anything like that. Also, if you are just still, we will be checking on you. So one of these, we love it. Couple other things, guys. When we put on our gear in the water, we're going to get as close to the water as possible so you're not walking with your fins on. It's very difficult. Once you get down there, you're going to put on your fins first. There's a bungee on the fins. You're going to pull it over the backside like Alejo's doing here, and that'll be the easiest way to put it on. Yep. Once you guys get your fins on, you're going to put your hoods back up. Make sure your hair is sucked in. We'll help you with your mask. Make sure you got a good seal on there. So you got your mask, your hood on. The gloves are going to go on last because it's very hard to do anything else with those gloves on. So we can help you with the gloves as well. If you need help with your gear at any time, don't be afraid to ask us. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, we're in the water, and it's a little chilly, but I'm sure it'll start to warm up pretty soon. Let's go, huh?
There you go. Actually Kurt grabbed him, but yeah, they are pretty fast. Usually when I catch a crab, I'll sneak up behind him and grab him from his backside like this, so that he can... They're really cool. Climb on the bottom when they're rock.
Well, folks, we've been out here in the water about an hour. I gotta say, I don't feel at all cold. I can keep doing this for a while, but I'm sure at some point gotta get warmed up. But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm really enjoying this. Other than the fact the suit's a little uncomfortable. And I've swallowed more than a few mouthfuls of salt water, but having a good time,
What's $1 to $10? Oh, the asylum?
Well, we're not going to see the view.
We're not going to walk through the tunnel, we're going to walk around.
Oh, okay.
I think that's just part of the theme.
Oh. Pretty cool. 2 big cruise ships just got here, so it's pretty busy. I should have brought some rain boots on. I didn't know it was going to rain so much. So we go with suddenly, and actually, it didn't rain at all while we were snorkeling.
Or if it did, we didn't notice. Hurry up.
I've actually been to Alaska 2 times now, and I've never seen a single police officer. Except at the airport. I think we walked in.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Good boy. Yeah. Boy. Yeah. The girl wants to go see the real fur. She's eco-friendly and vegan, who eats burgers and steaks on the regular, but she wants to see the fur that she won't wear because she's ethical. Reindeer fur.
Hi.
Look at that, you got snow up there, fog cover or cloud cover that's just down into the hills, good trees. That's purdy, 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 purdy. I could live here.
I just think
It reminds me a little bit of the town I went to college in, Boone. Of course, it's a little bit colder, a little further north, and a little wetter. But size-wise, it's probably about the same. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Well, somebody did.
Hi. How are y'all doing? Good. Oh, I want the chess piece. That's fire. Too bad I don't know how to play chess.
You don't know how to play chess?
Wait, I do. Like this one could go up 1 or 2 and then it has to go like...
It has to go diagonal for the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can only go up 2 on the first move.
The queen can go anywhere, right?
Queen can go any direction, any amount of spaces, yes.
The king, I think...
Can go any direction, 1 space.
Yeah. Queen is better over this.
The knight jumps up 2 and over 1. In any, you know, he can 2 to the right, or he can go 1 and then over 2.
I think you're wrong about that.
No, I'm not wrong about that. The bishop, or the, no, that's the bishop. That's the rook.
Are you allowed to touch
The rook can go any number of spaces, left and right, or in a straight line. The bishop can go any number of spaces in a diagonal.
Yo, I don't know what chess you play, but that's how it goes.
That's exactly how to play it.
That's really not how you play chess.
Where y'all visiting from?
Miami and Atlanta.
Hi.
The mission and the fees would take an extra like 5-6 months.
Not feed or harass the seals and sea lions. It's harmful and illegal.
Bye.
what?
Oh, well, I have one over there. I said, bring it.
This morning you were strolling around in a bathing suit outside. Goofy girl. Like it was like you were in Miami. We're obviously not in the right section of the marina.
Hi.
Okay, they're coming into Celebrity. They just
Here,
took a
looking at some
left.
boats.
They're over there. Let me stand up here if I can see. Okay, they're coming in over there. So they're going over there.
This is look at the mountain though. That is pretty. There's snow over there. If you look over there, I wish I could zoom in on how to do that though. You know how
They have somebody up at the top. Yep, so got somebody at the top of the gangway checking whatever it is that they check.
I like doing my own exploring though.
Yeah, me too.
So it just feels like it's not as real.
Yeah, this way. Trucks. Huh?
That's cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Let me put that on my video. Are you recording?
Yes.
Yeah, the island we live on here is called Revillagigedo Island. It's 50 miles long by 30 miles wide. And we have about 14,000 year-round residents on the island.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the road that we're on now is called Tongass. And it's only 32 miles long from one end of the island to the other.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
I see the king salmon swimming right by here a couple days ago. Seals will come all the way up here because it's incoming tide now. Well, it's high tide now. Actually, I believe it's outgoing right now. But on the really big tides, this will be even fuller. And the king salmon are coming up. This is that outfall up there is one of 2 salmon hatcheries that we have on the island, where they just pretty much give nature a helping hand. They'll raise, I think it's like 1 million king salmon in there or so a year. And they say roughly like 3 or 4% of that will come back. See the zipline tour up in the canopy?
Oh yeah.
There's
We're
some
doing one in
people
Seward.
ziplining. Are you?
Yeah.
Oh boy. We got to go on this one. Quite a few years ago, that was a lot of fun. that walkway over there.
Uh-huh.
$180 a person to go on that walkway.
Just to walk on it?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
They pick you up in town,
Uh-huh.
and I think they bring you up over here, and then you see that like little bridge over the creek up there.
Yeah.
You walk out across there, and then that first patio, and then come around and walk out here, and you're done.
180. Well, that's a little.
$180 a person.
And people pay that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
They're busy all day long. Well, I mean, they do get better pictures of the bears when they're out, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're standing right above them. But I mean, you want to pay $180 to
Maybe get a picture of it.
maybe see them. When the if you guys ever come back here to Ketchikan and you want to see like millions of salmon, I would come back in like August or September. In this creek, I mean, there'll be like sardines in here, just jam packed, side to side. Yeah. You want to go fishing? I'll give you one of my cards.
Oh yeah.
We'll go down here and start snagging some cohos. There's a hotel in town called Cedar's Lodge. You can bring all your salmon and we'll smoke it for you and ship it home.
I think we are doing some sort of a. We're doing another fishing tour. Where?
I think it's
In Seward. Where if we catch anything, they'll cook it up for us.
Yeah, nice.
We used to. I mean, we both. I met her mother in Panama, and there's a lake in Panama where I had a house for a while that you could go there, and it's literally you toss it in, pull something out, toss it in, pull something out.
Nice.
It's all it's bass mostly, sturgeon
Yeah.
and things like that. Sargentos.
That sounds like fun. It's not guaranteed, but you have your, I mean, I'd say about right now, you know, it's kind of iffy. You go down there and try to snag a king salmon right now. The best time to go out there fishing is like now, the outgoing tide. That way all the fish that come up that are in here right now, they have to go back down there by you on that rock point, and you're just standing there and you just blind snag, just keep, and you'll snag into one. But like I said, it's not guaranteed right now, but I'd say in about another 3 or 4 weeks, yeah, you could pretty much get your limit of 3.
3 a day, you're pretty
Yeah.
much able to stock up for the off season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And once we get, you know, my wife and I go down there, if we're lucky enough to catch 6 in one day, we'll go and smoke them all in the smokehouse. And I'd say maybe out of 6 20-pound king salmon, we can get maybe 8 to 10 cases at half pint, the mason jar, at least, yeah. So that'll last you through the winter.
And how do they make sure you're only catching 3 fish? Is it just kind of on the honor system?
Yeah, yeah, and you never know when the troopers are going to show up.
Yeah,
they do make an appearance occasionally.
There's an eagle.
So, yeah. Oh, cool. He just landed. You see the eagle here? It's just now starting to get its white head.
Oh wow.
He's a big old bird.
Yeah, that's a young one. Maybe, well, it looks like it's starting to get its white head, so it's closer to 5 years old now. We just got here like 2 minutes ago.
We came out earlier when we first got here for the day, and some people had seen it. We were up on the bridge actually looking for whales, and some people saw them over here. And by the time we pulled down here, she had gone back into the trees. There was like a zip lining group that walked through, you know, and I think it
Scared them off.
startled them back in there. But they went up that little creek right up there.
We'll be back. You guys want to try the vitamin C?
Yeah, sure.
Grab a dip. flowers everywhere? That pink flower will turn into the salmonberry. Looks just like that. They'll be maybe 2 or 3 times that size. And then when they're ready to eat, like I said, some of them will turn red and some of them will turn like orange or yellowish. And then they're ready to eat.
What is it?
The salmonberry?
Oh, the salmonberry.
Yeah, see they start off that little pretty pink flower.
Yeah.
And then they'll turn into the berry and then they're ready to eat. That skunk cabbage there, that big leaf. My grandfather told me they used to use it like tinfoil back in the day. They'd wrap their salmon up in it or deer meat or whatever, and bury it under the fire for an hour or so, hour and a half. And then take it out and eat it. We tried it one time when we were like 25. Me and a bunch of my cousins went out fishing and we got hungry, so we went to the beach. A couple of us went in the forest and found some leaves. Well, the other 2 cut up the gilled the salmon and gutted it, left it whole, and then we didn't have salt or pepper. So we crumbled up taco flavored Doritos in the belly and then along the sides and wrapped it up. Wow, that was pretty awesome. It's unfortunate. This is a cute little rainforest walk, you know. There's that big leaf again. All different kinds of stuff we can eat back here. We can eat these. This is the salmon berry. We can eat this leaf. And oh, I see somebody else is trying some spruce tip. But we can eat that leaf. Let's see, there's back here, there's that other little leaf called heart of the forest. It's kind of like spinach. All different kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, we can actually drink this water right now too if we wanted to. It's just coming from a lake back there called Silvis Lake. And it used to freeze. All these lakes around here used to be covered in snow or frozen all year round until about 20 years ago. It all changed. Now we don't get snow like we used to. And although it's been raining for about a week off and on, we don't get the rain like we used to either. We used to average 13 feet of rain a year here. Over 300 days out of the year we get rain. But we don't get that anymore.
That would
either.
explain the name rainforest that you've.
Yeah.
We kind of come from a rainforest area too down in Panama, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get that anymore. So unfortunately, as a result, the creeks are getting narrower and shallower. And during the summer, if it gets too warm, it'll warm up the water in the creeks and kill them, kill off the salmon. Because the snow's not melting to keep it cold, right?
Yeah.
Or the ice, so.
That sucks.
Yeah, it happened about 7 or 8 years ago outside of Anchorage. A creek that got way too warm and killed off millions of salmon in that creek. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. Time.
a little cold.
Oh yeah, it's like maybe 50 degrees if we're lucky, yeah. So when the tide's high, it'll come up over that, and when it goes out, they have a little swimming pool.
That's cool.
You can either jump down here or walk down the walkway and go down on the beach and check it out.
I'm gonna go down.
See, everybody can come down and start a fire and roast hot dogs and marshmallows, and or go swim in. Like anything 60 and above is like a heat wave for us here. It is, yeah, it's roasting. We stopped here yesterday on our tour, and I was just showing our guests the beach here, and we were just getting ready to leave, and all of a sudden a whale surfaced right here and just slowly went into town. So definitely keep an eye out for them. You never know where we run into them. This is the beach here where I was telling you, you heard of abalone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can come down here on a big minus tide like we're experiencing now. Like the tide will go out an extra 3.5 to 4 feet. So these rocks down here, on a big minus tide, it's almost like a cliff. You can go down there and you can climb down and grab abalone and gumboot. And then on the big high tides, that's how all this wood gets up here, because the tide comes in an extra 3 or 4 feet, and all this driftwood comes up, and then when the tide goes out, it's stuck up here. We even have sea asparagus that grows here. It grows about this tall, and we'll pick it. We'll cut it off down here, and then it's usually about this tall, and we'll put it in the big quart jar, and you know, we'll rinse it off and get all the grass and stuff off, you know, and then we'll pressure cook it for about an hour. It cooks it and then seals the jar, and then when you open it and eat it, it tastes just like green beans. Exactly like green beans. Pretty neat. And then see this kelp here?
Yeah.
You ever hear them people getting a cut and they use super glue to keep it closed?
Yeah.
Well, this is what our ancestors used to use here. They'd get one, like a big bubble like this, and then they would just pinch off the end and squeeze it, and see, this stuff is real, see, it's sticky. And they just rub that on the cut, and you know, even out here in the rain, just the wind will dry it real quick, or it's sunny out, and it dries it, and it'll keep it closed and kind of clean until you can get to a doctor, or you know, hit to the clinic.
All the natural remedies and
Yeah,
herbs and
yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty neat, huh? And then there's the seaweed in some areas grows really long, and it's stuck to the rocks, and we just go pick, like we call it hair, and we'll just pick the hair off the rocks, and it's a big stretch, and then we'll just pull it in, we'll put it in a bag, and we'll get home. And that time of year, it's usually sunny out. It's usually in like April or May. We get a few good sunny days, and we use a hand grinder, and we grind it, and we set it outside on a white sheet, and you keep, we call it fluffing it. You just keep, and then when it's dry, you pick it up and it drops in. It's like popcorn, so we call it Indian popcorn. And it's black, and it's just salty, you know, it's from the ocean.
Yeah.
So we use it like a seasoning. You know, we'll make soup or whatever, and we'll sprinkle some on there, and or you could eat it like popcorn, Indian popcorn. Yeah. This one here, this is good eating right here. You ever hear of we call it fish eggs, but you know what herring is, right? Well, we have one here. When the herring spawn, you could look out here. It used to be like this just a short 10 years ago, but you look out here, excuse me, in late April, early May, you look out here and the ocean is just white, especially right here by the beaches. It's all white. Well, it's all the herring spawning, and their eggs are white, and they're little tiny eggs, kind of about you know, when you have sushi, they put those little red eggs on top. Well, imagine them laying eggs like 2 or 3 inches thick, and then all you see is this little brown strip in the center, and it's like 2 inches on each side of this. And that's what the herring, so we call it fish eggs. And then we'll take it out and we'll get a pot of boiling water, and then you could cut, you know, a big strip like this, and you put the whole thing just in the hot water for about 10 or 15 seconds, and you'll see this kelp turn green, and you pull it out, and we put butter and soy sauce on it, and it's kind of crunchy. It's really, really super good. This is called bull kelp. This one here.
Wow.
It grows really super long. I mean, this is probably like 100 feet long at least. And then this end is attached to the rocks. And then this end is, it's got really long hair, kind of like this. And you see this floating in this part here on top of the water.
I saw some of that underwater while we were swimming.
I thought it was a snake and I freaked out.
They make salsa out of this.
Really?
A chip dip. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? Want to try a bite?
Sure, why not?
Eat it, eat it.
Or that one there. Either one. It's just
It's
salty.
salty, yeah.
Is it good?
That's all it is. It's just
It's not
salty,
bad.
really.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Like I said, it's just salty. It's not slimy or nothing. I forget the name
Yeah, it
brand.
really isn't bad.
Yeah.
Something like Barnacle or something like that. They make the salsa, the
Mhm.
chip dip. Oh, I really love that one. That's pretty tasty.
I didn't see that on shit.
See, this is the salmon ladder. So if you look under us, you see after a big rain, the salmon are definitely not going to get up under here, right? They're not going to make it up. It's too rapid. So they built the salmon ladder over here. They'll eventually find their way up in there, and it just helps them get up over here on the other side of the bridge to calmer water.
Somebody almost got cream.
The homeless are entitled to around here. They think that they're homeless, you have to stop for them when they jump out in front of you like that. Did you see that guy had to slam on his brake?
Yeah.
And, salmon ladder.
Uh-huh.
It comes up to the big rock. So it just, they're able to just salmon or put them up, get up here to calmer water. See, like I was saying, this is just a big empty building inside. And the only way in and out of the clan house back then was through this totem pole. It was the
through the
only
hole?
way in and out. And you know, rather than being like this, the hole would be about this tall, but it would be all the way to the ground. So when you walked in, you would bow down to walk in, and you're showing respect to the chief that lived there by bowing down and walking in. And if you didn't belong to this tribe, they always had one guy on guard in there at all times, and they'd bonk you on the noggin and keep you as a slave back then if you didn't belong to that tribe. Yeah. And then there was a little trap door in the back in case of times of war back then, and the chief women and children could slip out through that back door, and then all the warriors would fight. This one here is the oldest totem pole that we know of here. We don't even know how old it is. This little guy right here. See, like the bear? That's his lower leg there, and then his paws up top there. And unfortunately, his head came off somewhere. And then this here, these totem poles are they're sharing the wealth of the salmon. See the raven.
How long do the poles usually last?
These will last for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Wow.
They will not take them down to repaint them. They won't take them down to refurbish them.
just
Nothing.
Stay up until they fall
That's
down,
it.
huh?
Once they're completed and raised, they're there for good.
Wow.
Till they fall on their own, and Mother Nature takes them back. I like to use this one for Raven, or AKA the Trickster. The chief back in the day, this is the story of how we got the sun and the moon and the stars. The chief kept the sun and the moon and the stars in the bentwood box we see there that the chief's daughter's kneeling next to. So the raven couldn't figure out how to get in there and steal the sun and the moon and the stars. And one day he remembered the chief's daughter every day at the exact same time would go down to the river and get a drink of water with her hand. So the raven thought, well, I'll turn myself into a pine needle, the vitamin C that we ate, and I'll drop myself in the river above her, and she'll scoop me up and drink me and become pregnant. So that's what he did, and that's what happened. And when the baby was born, he cried and cried and cried and cried and wanted what was in the box, and the chief kept saying, no, no, no. So finally the baby stopped eating and stopped drinking and cried and cried and cried, and the chief finally relented and handed baby the sun, and he immediately threw it up into the sky. And he did the same with the moon and the stars, and that's how he got the sun and the moon and the stars. And then the baby turned himself back into a raven and he flew off.
Alright everybody, well this is the end of our stay in Ketchikan, Alaska. It has been a very nice stay, although it has been kind of a moist stay. I got quite damp this afternoon and I got quite wet this morning, although that was intentional. It has rained pretty much the entire time we've been here, but at the same time everybody's pretty much prepared for it up in this area, so it's not like it's a big deal. I've had a great time. We went snorkeling, we went and did a 3-hour tour around the island. Shout out to our tour guide from Rainy Day Tours. He did an excellent job of taking us around and showing us the island. I highly recommend that if you come here that you give him a call and book your tour with him. But we're off now. We're sitting here at the airport waiting for our flight, and we are headed up to Juneau for more fun and adventures. But I'm going to go ahead and close out this video for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.